Hi guys, we are live from the Brojo for the Rosham Bros News. I am Kien.
I'm John Dean.
Max Schooley.
Rye guy.
And Jay Oldenkamp.
I'm officially just going by that now.
Hey guys! Alright, so what have you guys been up to lately?
I rewatched the entire Matrix trilogy last night on Netflix.
After we were talking about
After
it,
you brought that up.
after I brought up that the Matrix was back on.
Yeah, I was
Goddamn,
like,
Ryan, for real?
fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch those
I'll
movies.
watch the first one again and that's it.
Lol.
I like the first one and Reloaded. Revolutions has its
So
moments
Ryan's
where
gonna
I
be
like
doing
it.
a retro review of the Matrix for us.
I love the Matrix.
No, what was the one they had all the animated stuff?
The
The
Animatrix.
And that was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, that was way better than that fucking garbage fire of 2 and 3.
2 was okay.
I didn't
3
think
was
2
bad.
was terrible.
Yeah.
But 3 was...
It was definitely not as good as the first, but yeah, 3's pretty bad.
You know what else is shitty about the Matrix? Their fucking video game.
Which
It's a video
one?
game.
Not the
I
Path
think
of Neo. The
there's
Path of Neo is
multiple
awesome.
ones, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
all
you're
of their
thinking
video
of
games
Enter the Matrix.
suck.
Enter the Matrix came out like after the first movie.
The MMORPG, like,
Oh no, this is
No.
like a
Wait,
It follows
action
Ghost
adventure.
and Naomi.
yeah, like two characters that barely had any screen time in the first movie that
Yeah.
nobody gave a shit about.
Yeah,
the
like-
clips they made like clips which I'm going to assume are deleted scenes from the movie, like live action clips for that game.
what the
Yeah,
fuck are you
and
liked Enter Neo?
Yeah,
Oh.
man.
Path of Neo.
The Path of Neo was the
Actually,
shit.
yeah, it wasn't that bad of a game.
Dude, the ending of the game when the Wachowski brothers come in as pixels and they're just like, so in the movie you just go toe to toe, 1-on-1 with Agent Smith. But for a video game, that's pretty anticlimactic. So we were thinking that they'd all morph together and form one giant Mega Smith.
No.
You promised you weren't going to do that. Sorry.
What they do in the third movie.
Oh my
It does
God,
not
that's
work the
amazing.
same.
It's amazing. Love that game.
God, for real, like, I don't know. I don't like the Matrix. I think the Matrix is super dumb.
You're super dumb.
I didn't
I
read
can,
the
I can
comments
literally,
too after it good.
I can attain to there's some things that I like that other people don't like, and there's a lot of people that like the Matrix. I literally personally don't like the Wachowskis at all. Like, I hate almost everything they do. Besides Sense8, I think Sense8 is the only reasonable thing that I kind of enjoy.
Well, that's what they done.
I'm surprised you don't like The Matrix considering how much kung fu is in that movie.
There's
Yeah.
a fuck ton of comments.
There's a lot of bullshit that involves with that.
They're in a
kung fu.
computer program,
I'm
of course
just-
there's gonna be
I
bullshit.
know. I know kung. Like, I hate the one-liners in that. How was it, Neo? I know kung fu.
It's an action movie with Keanu Reeves, of course there's gonna be
Alright.
stupid
Just,
one-liners.
yeah,
like-
that's just me. Like, no, I like Keanu Reeves enough. Like, I think Keanu Reeves you have to either he plays a silent, aggressive protagonist or plays a cool surfer dude. There's no in between. I love Point Break.
You're
That's my
right.
favorite Keanu movie
There is
ever.
no in between.
Like, there is no in between. Like,
Okay, there is a movie with Keanu Reeves that I really like. I forget the name of it, but it's where he's a baseball coach in the projects.
Oh, that's a good movie, yeah.
That one's actually a really good movie. He plays a
Shit.
serious role.
Or
in
when
it.
he plays a Shakespearean actor.
Because he's
I can't
trying
remember
to...
what the name of that.
I know where the bastard
was.
sleeps.
Because he's trying to...
are you talking about Bram Stoker's Dracula?
No,
That's what I'm talking
there's
about.
a movie of an actual Shakespeare's poem, and I can't remember which one it is.
No, he was in Bram Stoker's
He's-
Dracula, by the way.
Yeah, he
I'm
was.
gonna look this
He's
up.
really bad at
But
it.
yeah,
He was
in that too.
really bad in that. Like, you put him with Gary Oldman, you're like, bruh, there ain't no way you're getting any credit for this movie. First of all, that movie was fucking weird anyways. Like, chick gets
It
raped
was
by a
called
werewolf in the
Hardball.
graveyard.
That movie had some feels in it.
But yeah,
Saying.
Right in the heartstrings.
yeah. But no, like, goddamn, man, the fucking Matrix.
Fucking love The Matrix.
Alright, yeah.
10 out of 10. Am excited for that remake.
They're remaking it?
Yeah, they are.
Or did it keep it true to the comics? Or...
What?
It's based off a graphic novel, I thought.
No.
It's based off their own idea.
It's
and then
based
the
off their
graphic
own
novel
concept that came out.
later.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Yeah,
It's
the-
their own bullshit
the Wachowskis
concept.
came up with it.
Yeah, it's its
Oh.
own bullshit
I didn't know
concept.
that.
They took some of it from Ghost in the Shell.
A little.
A lot of it, if you think about it.
Jackie
You're not supposed to
Man.
think about it.
Well,
Shut
I
up.
mean, the Ghost in the Shell movie, the live action one was shit, so.
It looked pretty nuts about
Who
it.
gives- Fuck you. That doesn't mean
Yes,
everything.
that
It doesn't mean
Johansson.
anything,
Yeah.
but alright.
Means
Yeah.
everything.
No, we've had this conversation. Just because like a live action adaptation of like an anime is shit doesn't mean that.
No, it
you
sullies it.
No, it doesn't sully it at all.
It sullies it.
Fuck you.
It sullies it.
Like,
I kind of think it does.
eh. No, because then I don't.
It's a chamois cash grab.
Right. Well, I don't.
And that's
I get you on
that
that,
can
but
sully any franchise.
well, I mean, look at Dragon Ball Evolution. That has not sullied my liking for Dragon Ball at all. So.
But now, anytime you think about Dragon Ball, you have to think about Dragon Ball Evolution.
I don't
too.
have to. It's in the back of my fucking head. Like.
But it's there,
Kien's got it locked in
and
a
it's
safe
always
somewhere.
gonna be there.
No, if I
So-
don't think about like the only time I think of Dragon Ball Evolution is the first 3 seasons of Shameless.
Speaking of Dragon Ball, I had an amazing moment at work today where I was helping a customer, and he was wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt, and I was like, "Oh, nice, I like your shirt, man." And he's like, "Thanks. You ever watched Dragon Ball Abridged?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I have." And we like sat there quoting Dragon Ball Abridged for like half an hour.
Right. It's got like short hair and like facial hair, and it's got the "You killed Yamcha, you bastards."
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes to the subway all the time. He's got great shirts.
Oh yeah, dude, that guy?
Wait, what guy?
Oh shit, that dude! I don't even know his fucking name.
I was
If you
like-
ever-
Nobody knows his name.
like, hey, if you ever listen
Yeah.
to our podcast, come along and just
I was
talk.
like, "Fuck yeah, I
Wait,
watched
wait.
GBC Abridged."
What does he look like again?
He's got like sandy blonde hair. It's like short,
Oh.
almost bowl cut, and like full facial hair, and he always wears like
Oh.
graphic T-shirts.
He used to work at Subway, right?
Like forever and
That's
a half
Danny
ago.
Lee Jeffries.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
I had a revelation while watching some Dragon Ball Super this week.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
I'm not gonna argue. I'm just gonna listen.
Journeys, okay. That Danny Lee
He's
Journeys.
totally gonna argue, probably.
No, I'm
And
not.
That
I'm
sounds like an
starting
arguing
to
voice.
not like it,
Okay.
actually, because it seems like it is becoming One Punch Man, minus the one punch thing.
No.
Like,
No.
I'm literally watching through Dragon
No.
Ball Super, and I'm pretty
No.
sure Goku is just this
No, it's not.
overpowered bullshit
I will
character.
fucking
now.
cut you.
And I'm getting, see, I told you he was gonna
I'm
argue.
not
with me.
arguing. I'm not.
And
I'm
I
just-
don't like One Punch Man because
One
there's
Punch Man's bullshit.
absolutely no chance that Saitama can lose,
N-
and Goku is starting to get that
No.
way, and I'm not enjoying it.
How?
What do you mean how?
How?
Every single time they have some confrontation where Goku for some reason can't win.
Are you talking about the
It's-
end where he fucking Kamehameha at the end of the Resurrection F where he Kamehameha Frieza?
No, I'm kind of talking about the whole fucking series from like the start all the way up to where we are now.
He couldn't beat Beerus!
Yeah, and then he gets this god form, and
He
suddenly
still
he
can't
can go
beat-
toe to toe with Beerus.
He's still-
and then he's not in god form,
still-
and he's in base form, and suddenly he's still going toe to toe with Beerus.
He's not going toe to toe with Beerus though. Beerus will still beat him.
Beerus is
Yeah,
every
but-
time they've done that, Beerus has said that he's not going 100%.
Doesn't
Right.
Yeah, but
Goku
every
have like some Super Saiyan God plus Kaioken bullshit now?
yeah.
But it's okay.
Every single
Dude,
time
okay.
it progresses, he magically unlocks some new thing
What? Okay,
that
I
makes
get-
him
I
so
get
much
that,
more powerful
but
than
okay.
everybody else.
All right, I get
it's,
you.
It's not like in Dragon Ball Z, where when he's flying to Namek, he's training in super gravity the entire time, and that's why he's stronger
He's
when he
training
gets
Whis'
there.
fucking planet.
But not for very long.
Yes, they are.
Not
Yeah,
really.
The
been a while.
the episodes are like quick, but the length of it is 6 months. Because Vegeta's trained with Whis for a year.
And that doesn't make any sense to
And
me
then
either.
6
because
months-
You're talking about these fucking douchebags being like 70 now.
That's not.
So in between every episode is like 6 months.
No. Like, okay.
No, when
Okay.
they're training with
So,
Whis.
okay. Once you reach the Universal Survival Arc, it's only been 4 years have passed since the end of Dragon Ball Z. A year gap to between Battle of the Gods and the end of Z. Then Battle of the Gods only lasts technically for 1 day.
Yeah.
Battle of the Gods is only 1 day out of the Earth calendar.
Yeah.
Then Vegeta goes off and like the filler
Remember
episodes.
when he said he wasn't going to argue with me about this?
Yeah. A little bit.
Fuck you.
It
I'm
seems
just
like-
saying that, like, when I'm watching through a TV show and I
Alright.
see the main characters literally going through any sort of hardship and it's always completely solved
It's
like-
okay.
the same way
Alright.
that it was the last time,
No, that is very understandable.
it
but
makes the show pretty unenjoyable.
the
in my
Universe
opinion.
6 arc does it like yes, Goku has a special ability at the Universe 6 arc, but Goku isn't strong enough to beat the final. not antagonist, but the final competitor he faces in that tournament. Like, even if he's at his full. And if you keep watching, like, okay, the first 2 arcs, right, I get it. He seems overpowered.
No, it's even like going on because like continuously he's faced with something that he can't beat. And
yeah,
then
but that shit that he's facing right now is just the filler episodes.
I'm caught up.
Like, they're at the Universe 6 tournament?
Yeah, like I'm caught up.
Are you
Everything that he's doing is literally like, oh, I'm struggling.
Where
to
he
win.
no, where he did you
Suddenly,
just get?
I'm a little bit angrier.
Did he
and
just
now
fight?
I'm
Wait,
winning.
did he just fight Botamo?
Okay, so I'm not completely
Right.
caught up then.
Exactly.
But
So when you go to the Universe 6 tournament, it's a total different. It is a total different.
because I'm just starting the Universe
Right.
6 tournament.
It's a total different change of pace. Like, yes, you find like if everyone who has watched Dragon Ball Super or like has the internet, they're like Goku has Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue. That doesn't mean shit though. Later on, like the Black Goku arc is proof that like Goku's not Saitama. And at the end of the Universe 6 arc is total proof Goku is not equivalent to how bullshit Saitama is. Because they go through fucking mounds of conflict. And it's not even Goku that beats the main antagonist in the Black Goku arc.
I should have known this was going to keep going this long.
I'm just fucking saying it! And then
Just saying, I'm not going to argue with
I'm
you
not-
or anything. This is my opinion. This is why I think Dragon Ball Z was a good series.
Okay.
It doesn't just show Goku struggling in a fight and then winning the fight. It shows the progression that he's going through in the middle of those big fights.
Right.
And I don't think Super does the same thing, and I think it's lazy writing on Toriyama's part.
It's not even Toriyama gives them the manga's a lot better. I will give the manga being a lot better. But Toriyama gives Toei the footnotes, and then
Yeah.
Toei does what it wants. And then Toriyama gives Tetsuyuga the footnotes, and Tetsuyuga does what he wants. But Tetsuyuga's is a lot more interesting because Tetsuyuga doesn't use Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken or anything like that. They
Yeah.
can't go Super Saiyan Blue all the time in Tetsuyuga's adaptation of Dragon Ball Super. They have to stay in base red because it's the most controlled. That's all I got,
I'm
man.
not like going into the science of Dragon Ball Z. I'm watching the show
Right.
and thinking,
Right.
wow,
No, okay.
this isn't as good as Dragon Ball Z
That's understandable, but I will explain to you because I sat
for
maxed down.
these reasons.
I will explain to you because I sat maxed down and watched bits and pieces of Universal Survival Arc that kind of null and voids what happens after, like, that feeling that you have.
Skip 30 minutes ahead for the rest of the podcast.
5 minutes. He can vouch for me though, on that. You fucking son of a bitch.
He wasn't even paying attention.
Oh god, no. They've been arguing for too long.
No,
I think we've been arguing for too long. I just wanted to make my
Until they
fucking
do
point
this.
Right.
that I don't think Super.
Well, you look
is
at memes
really
all the
this
fucking
good.
time, so.
Because I'm
They're in
talking
the blood.
on this podcast to you guys. I'm not just gonna
No.
like stare into Ryan's eyes deeply the entire
No,
time.
I'm not talking about you. But no. No, when we were doing our video on Goku, later on in the arcs, Goku looks like he's struggling and doesn't have that super power up thing that makes him stronger.
Yeah.
But you know he's still gonna win.
He's not.
He's still at some point he's gonna get some superpowered over transformation, and then he's totally gonna win
All right, whatever. Let's.
because he needs 342.
Max, what have you been up to?
Jay's friend Eli is lending Jay Far Cry Primal, so I stole it. So I've been playing that.
Shout out to Eli.
Thank you, Eli.
It's actually a pretty solid game considering that no one speaks any legible language in that.
Yeah, pretty much. My one.
Ooga Booga is a solid language. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's more like Okachaka.
A little bit.
Ooga Dooga Dooga.
It's like the red versus blue language for the elites.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Arg!
Or even just like Halo 1's language for the elites.
Do not do that.
Nah, I get it. No, I think Primal's a really fun game. Like, I think I liked it a lot more than 4.
Well, my thing is, I've played through the last 3 and 4 only using a bow through the entire games anyways.
What the fuck is your problem?
What's
Everything
It's
else
a lot
is
more
broken.
fun.
It is.
if I could take a sniper rifle and one shot a heavy from 100 yards away, I would much rather just be able to shoot him with a bow and like give challenge to myself.
I did really like being able to like leap off a saber-toothed tiger and chuck a spear into somebody's
Dude,
head.
I like the whole
that's
like
fucking
I love
cool.
the hornet bombs. I think that shit's awesome.
God, I love watching people go fucking crazy when you hit them with a berserk shit.
Yeah.
And they just go rage on their own team. And you're like, all right, that was fun.
Yeah, no, I watched Max like for 2 hours shoot yellow birds. So
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was trying to get fucking feathers. I didn't realize that there were birds in the north that were flightless. So I'm running around the forest for like 2 hours with a bow and arrow trying to fucking hit birds in the air. It was
Wow.
so irritating.
like Max thought he hit a bird, but he killed a dog instead. He's like, this is not what I
bird
wanted.
swooped down to like land on a dead body, and I shot another dog. Like I got XP after I shot at it, and I was like, yeah. I went to pick it up. There's 2 dead dogs right next to each other. I was like, fuck, so close.
Are there terror birds in this game?
Terror birds? No, like no.
Terror birds are like these tall.
Yeah,
fucking
no,
birds.
they're
That's
not.
disappointing.
I like
No.
Blood Dragon. That's like my
Yeah.
favorite.
Blood Dragon's
Far
fucking
Far Cry is
amazing.
my that Blood Dragon is my favorite Far Cry
And the
game.
cutscenes.
planning
were-
to play through
The
it for my
Crips
channel
hate
at
that
some
game.
point.
Yeah, fucking.
Right, I love Blood Dragon.
Yes.
Blood Dragon's great.
Besides not liking Dragon Ball, John, what have you been up to lately?
I've started recording a new video for my channel.
Yeah.
I'm playing through a new game called Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
So you're done with the Bloodborne stuff, or you?
No, I'm still doing that. It's just I'm not very good at playing through one game at a time, so
Hey,
I like to-
welcome to the club.
branch out and play other games at the same time.
No, that's so. I just
I get
didn't know.
distracted and bored.
Right. Okay.
And then other than that, pretty much just working, watching some Super.
That's okay. I understand. It's fine.
Let's
don't wanna
just
talk
not
about
talk
it.
about Dragon Ball for the rest of the podcast.
That'd be much
Yeah.
appreciated.
Let's just
Yeah.
not talk about Dragon Ball for the rest of the week,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Banned from conversation.
It's gonna be One Piece.
as we're still talking about.
All One Piece
God damn
for
it,
the
what
next
have you done?
couple of weeks.
As if we haven't talked about One Piece a lot already, too.
Off mic we have. Like on mic we brought it up like twice.
Way
Yeah.
more than that.
You mean
Yeah.
umpteen
I'm pretty
times?
sure we've
Sometime.
mentioned it like every week I'm here.
Yeah,
At least
pretty much.
2 or 3 times.
What? No, fine. When Gil's here, Gil will say something, and then he'll bring up One Piece.
That's
and I-
true, too.
And then Gil and I will just start talking about One Piece.
Yeah. All right. Ryan, what have you been doing?
I already went
You
over
said
this.
about the Matrix.
I watched
Oh,
The
yeah.
Matrix.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess.
Give me.
That leaves me.
Nothing.
I've
Nothing.
been working. I've started watching Hannibal finally, and that show is dope.
So it's
So
old, isn't it?
Got 4 years.
that's what
Yeah.
it is. But
Yeah,
I
that's-
really enjoy
That's
it.
ancient in internet time.
I
Yeah.
don't
It's
know.
like
and I've
50.
been watching Stargate SG-1, so that's a thing too.
That is a thing.
In the days of a new meme every week, 4 years is a very long internet
Very
time.
long
period.
time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I dropped $60 this week.
What'd you buy?
A lot of
Everything.
things.
Oh, I thought you were gonna buy.
Podcast shit.
I thought you were gonna buy that video game. Which did you buy?
Bought a
Justice?
ton of shit actually.
Yeah.
You
But
got
just-
Mortal Kombat XL.
I bought more than
Nice.
XL. But yeah.
Oh,
no.
BT Dubs. I want to do some type of tournament where the loser has to get shot by a paintball gun.
The
Yeah.
winner gets to shoot the loser.
Like,
Okay,
subscribe, and share, and let us know about this. So.
You wanna
Make
join
sure
in
you
that
check it
tournament?
out so that you can watch me shoot somebody with a paintball gun.
Fuck.
No, I got Mortal Kombat XL because I thought that it'd be
Because
fitting.
you know it's the same fighting system as Injustice. that
It
I
did, yes.
Already
But
wiped everybody out in.
no, what? But
Brayden,
now we-
you're our only hope.
Brayden didn't even win either.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Kien.
Brayden beat me by doing the Shazam bullshit. Like, you know how he can turn, like,
Shazam!
he turns into
Yeah.
a child. Like, I was like, we were both neck and neck in the last round. He's like Shazam. I'm like, all right, fuck this game. Nah. So, well, no, I chose that because it
I
has.
suppose you haven't put that video up yet, so they don't even know what I'm talking
It's
about.
on there.
Is it?
I thought he did put one.
I didn't put any of the
No,
Injustice
you-
ones up
Okay.
yet.
No.
Yeah, Smash Bros.
I have
up.
Smash Bros.
I can't wait for Risk to go up.
Oh, God, yeah.
I fucking can.
God damn, that
we
was
played like 3 hours.
that was a dark day. Dark
That's
day of
the
Risk.
fucking ever.
Nah, but like,
Ugh.
nah. So yeah, I dropped $60 on the website and shit like that. So America
Oh, you did on was it
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud?
and
Yeah.
other things
Oh, you have to pay to be on SoundCloud?
for unlimited.
Oh, okay.
You only get a certain amount of minutes,
Yeah.
and because our podcasts are like 30 to an hour and 30 minutes long.
Yeah, we now have a profile on Pornhub. We're verified.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Pornhub!
Ryan's the only one on it.
Right. So no, and there's that, and I've been talking.
I'll contribute.
Well. No, and with that in mind, we got Jesse doing some dope ass banners.
Yeah, that looks really
Yeah,
cool.
that
Thanks,
looks great.
Jesse.
So-
That looks really cool.
Are we gonna use that for the thumbnails?
Yeah.
Cool.
Those are gonna be used as thumbnails. I just need to. You use Photoshop to put like the one on that shit, right?
I don't use Photoshop.
So what
'cause
did you-
You have to pay for it. I
Oh.
use a program called GIMP.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
It's free, but it's a lot more complicated to use.
Okay.
It's cluttered and kind of a mess, but
Can I just? Is it easy to put that like one and shit on there?
yeah, it's not too terrible.
Or I'm just gonna just use paint and put one on there.
I mean, yeah, you could do that too.
That actually works hella well.
Microsoft Paint no
But-
longer going away.
But like, yeah, no. So there's that. Like, I don't know. I do really like those. Like, I like your cover a lot. Like, yours was like, Jesse's like, I put the most work in that one. I'm like, God damn it! The only one, like, the Fan-Ime one, like, I looked at it. Max likes it. I like it too. But I'm like, yeah, all he has to do is make it extremely Asian looking, and that's pretty much how it works when you talk about anime. So there was all that, like, and he's working on a couple of more banners, so that's always pretty dope. So we're gonna run into the news, crash right through it, and we're gonna go with some trailers. First trailer's Leatherface, and bro, all I gotta say is, what the fuck?
I don't
I'm
know
so
anything
lost.
about it.
Chainsaw didn't show up till like the last 30 seconds.
Well, they showed the chainsaw a couple times, but like then at the end they just started it up.
Rev,
turned it on.
So like, is it when he was? So is it like how like? Is it just like the first part of Halloween, where it's like Kid Michael Myers killing people, but it's a full ass movie of Leatherface?
Well, the way that it looks is it's like a prequel.
Yeah,
to
it looks
it.
like it's
Right.
the legend of
Like how he
prequel.
got started or whatever.
We get to see him in the asylum getting his brain shocked.
What were you saying about it being in Wisconsin?
The actual event that
Yeah.
the actual event that they based the movie on was in Wisconsin, not
It wasn't
Texas.
in Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Texas, they would have been dead because, Texas.
Yeah.
He's running around with a chainsaw.
There's more guns per capita in Texas
Texas, yeah,
than
that's why I was
Wisconsin.
like-
Yeah.
Wisconsin's too friendly to do anything about it.
They're like, oh hey, a guy with a chainsaw, don't kill me, man.
What if they had like a crossover of Texas Chainsaw Massacre and that 70s show?
Terrifying.
I'd probably like that 70s show a lot better then.
Oh,
Fuck. That hurts.
So,
yeah.
and then it goes into Mother, a Darren Aronofsky film that has fucking.
I'll watch it.
J-Law.
I love how much of like mind fucks his movies
Yeah,
are.
it-
Yeah, I was gonna say I have no idea what's
I
going on.
like,
but I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
watching
no,
it.
I had
Either.
no
It
idea.
seems really interesting though.
At first, I thought it was just gonna be like a really stupid horror movie, and the more the trailer went on, I was like, this actually looks pretty interesting.
It's going places. I don't know where, but it's going
Right,
places.
so
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's all that. And so
It
that-
definitely grabbed my attention, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like
Right.
the moment I started seeing some
weird ass
Weird
shit.
ass
shit, like I was like couldn't look away.
Yeah, the more weird ass shit I see, I was just like, good God, what is going on?
As
with
long as her
all
arm
of
doesn't
these?
get infected by heroin and she has to cut it off.
Right.
I mean,
Dude, I like Requiem for a Dream though.
I also like that movie, but that movie's fucked.
I've
It's
never
a-
seen it.
that ending though, when Jennifer Connelly has to work with, in like that
The
fucking-
dildo?
the dildo chamber, and they're like ass to ass.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a real fucking thing.
Yeah, man. None of their stories end well. The mom ends up in like a mental
it's
hospital.
pretty
and
fucked.
Marlon Wayans and fucking Jared Leto end up like
In
Marlon
jail.
Wayans in jail, but then Jared Leto loses his arm because of his heroin infection.
Yeah.
And yeah, none of the Darren Aronofsky movies end well. Look at fucking Black Swan.
Yeah, she dies
Yeah.
during her final performance, doesn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like bleeding to death because she stabbed herself. Like, it's just
Yeah, that movie's fucked.
right. Then we go to Starship Troopers, Traders of Mars, and I like Halo
I like both.
I too like Halo.
with giant,
Giant terrifying bugs
yeah.
instead of grunts.
I don't know. I really like Starship Troopers in general, and like the way it looks like it's taking from like it's a sequel to the Rough Riders from the '90s series. You
I
know?
mean, I like the campy ass live action movies of
Yes.
Starship Troopers.
And that's the reason I like them is because they're super campy and ridiculous.
I don't know,
Yes,
but like,
they are.
remember that series that came out on like the Kids WB that
Wait.
was Starship Troopers? But
Remember
it's,
this series?
Yeah, it was on the WB. It's
What
called
the
Rough
fuck?
Riders. It was
we
dope.
had this conversation.
Yeah, we've
before.
talked about this numerous
Yeah,
times.
right.
and
Probably
my
just
love
been-
for it.
Or you weren't here. Who knows? But
Yeah.
that's
It's
the
neither
thing.
here, there, nor there.
Yep.
Check it out on our podcast.
Yeah, but no, that I really like Starship Troopers a lot.
Same.
Like, no matter how dumb or campy it is, so there's that. And like, it looks interesting enough for me. It's the same studio that did do the Halo Legends anime, which I didn't like the Halo Legends anime. I thought it was
What?
fucking stupid.
I like that.
You're fucking stupid.
I don't want to have an. I don't need to. I don't know. Like, that's understandable. I can get that. But I don't need to. I don't want to have to watch like numerous bullshit to understand the plot of the next game.
There's
There
no
wasn't. It was
plot.
just-
There wasn't. That was its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Halo
Just little
Legends.
short stories.
The things that you needed to understand, like Halo 5, were like live action.
Oh, that
things
shit.
they released.
Yeah. Halo Legends was a completely different thing. This was like before Halo 4 even.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was like
it
a
was, like,
standalone
In
collection.
between Halo 3 and Halo
But they're
4.
also the guys who did the live action CGI Resident Evil movies and the live action CGI.
Oh, fuck
Tekken.
those things.
The CGI ones?
Yeah.
Those ones are really good.
No.
Ooh, no,
I
they're
haven't
not.
seen the CGI.
I think we
Resident
have
Evil.
different definitions of
The
good.
one where Leon's stuck in the airport, that one's really good. Personally, like I
Yeah.
like that better than any of the fucking Mila Jovovich movies
I think anything that's direct to DVD is direct to DVD for a reason.
Yep.
because it's an international fucking thing, and most international movies don't get an American theatrical run.
There's been animated movies that have gone to theater before.
Yeah.
Those Final Fantasy movies were shit.
I saw the newest Yu-Gi-Oh movie in a theater.
Yeah, but that again only got limited release though.
Yeah, but I still went and saw it in a theater.
Yeah, I saw fucking Resurrection F in theaters. Doesn't mean like it was gonna make tons of money.
Even though it did.
It did make tons of money. So then we go.
Dragon Ball.
We go to the movie. We go to the movie
not
news.
talking about
Yeah,
that.
I stopped myself. We go to the movie news and we talk about the first image of Cable, and I really like it.
I do too.
I do too. He looks pretty badass.
He looks dope as shit.
I was iffy about it at first, but this sold me. I liked
Josh
it.
Brolin looks stacked as shit, and I don't want to meet him in a dark alleyway at all.
And it looks a lot like
Cable.
comic book Cable.
He looks like Cable. Like in other pictures that you see him outside, he's got the nanite
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
stuff
And
on his
he's
neck.
got the glowing eye and
Yeah,
I
the
saw
the glowing eye
picture
part.
still and whatnot too.
So I think it looks really good. So I'm getting more and more pumped for Deadpool 2.
I was already pumped for Deadpool too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Have you seen the pictures of Deadpool on that little moped, red moped, at all?
I think so.
I was like, nice.
Sounds familiar.
As soon as the first movie ended, I was already excited for this next one.
Right.
What do you mean there's not a second one already?
Max, I know you watched all 5 of them Twilight movies. You got dragged in. You didn't even get dragged into them. You loved them. You even knew that the wolves didn't lose their clothes. So I know
Yeah,
how
you
much
did.
you love them Twilight movies, Max.
I totally
Are they
forgot that.
remaking them? Because if they are, I'm jumping off.
And I also know how you really enjoy them Hunger Game movies, those post-apocalyptic futures that we're heading to if North Korea
I think
attacks.
this is just gonna be another teen drama novel.
No,
for
there are
movie.
more Hunger Games and Twilight projects.
What?
Maybe coming to Lionsgate.
Oh,
the
fuck you,
fuck?
Lionsgate.
Yeah, Lionsgate is in talks to making more Twilight and Hunger Games because everybody, that's what we need, guys.
You know, after the Twilight series was done, I was so thankful because I didn't have to listen to teenage girls screaming their heads off about heterosexual vampires.
I was
Sexual
just-
vampires.
I was just really glad to see
Or
it was
metrosexual, that's
Yeah.
the word
over, so
was
I
looking
didn't
for.
have to see all the fucking posters everywhere.
They stayed there for a good 2 years after that
Yeah.
series ended, though.
But I mean, Hunger Games I didn't think was a bad series.
No, it wasn't
I didn't
that bad.
really like the ending movies.
I was gonna say Hunger Games.
The first 2 were pretty good though.
Hunger Games
At least
1.
I thought so.
I think
Yeah.
Catching Fire was my favorite.
Right.
I think that's the second
The
one.
second
Yeah, the
one.
second
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Right. But in general, like, yeah, no, bruh, I'm just.
I don't know. I think Hunger Games I would have liked a lot more if they would have had more of the violence that's in the books.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Made it
Very much.
R-rated.
Like,
I don't
yeah,
think they
the-
captured the grit
Right.
that was
Well,
going
it
on
was
as well.
like-
Like they took a really, really good and interesting concept and world, and then they kind of just turned it into this thing that they could market to like 13-year-old girls.
Yeah.
They,
But I
they
mean, like-
generalized it so everybody could watch it.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, one of the things that I heard about that is, like, well, like, they don't need to have, like, gratuitous violence in those movies. I'm just like, but that was kind of, like,
Whoa.
the point of the Hunger
Yeah.
Games.
Yeah.
is
You're
to
supposed
show-
to
I mean-
feel it's a raw emotion though. It's not
You're
that
talking
you just
about,
do
like-
it.
Well, I mean,
like,
especially
right.
with the ending, they're showing,
Right.
like, how pointless all this violence is. And the
Right.
violence
Yeah.
is just, like, it's
stacking. It should
it's
be
like
stacking
an
up. Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like,
Well, that's another thing too. Is I hate war movies that like can't even express how awful war really is.
Yeah.
Dunkirk. Kid.
Dunkirk did really well.
Yeah, and
Go see
there's
Dunkirk.
there's
Do it
nothing.
now.
Don't do it. It's a
There's
trap.
nothing in the movies that really make
Your
me go,
marriage was a
holy
trap."
crap, this is a really horrible scene.
You I can kill.
Goddamn Koreans.
But no, like I don't know. It's just like when we're talking about The Ascendant getting a fucking TV show. I'm like, how long are you gonna milk these? Like, cause now those people who were reading those tween novels on the real are our age. Like, how long
Yeah.
can you milk that? Like, they tried to do the City of Bones and then they turned it to that fucking freeform show Shadowhunters.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people actually watch that anymore.
City of Bones.
It's not very popular from what I understand.
No, the TV show is really bad.
Is that
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm thinking of the same book, but is that book where everybody's like underground or something
Yeah.
like that, and they don't have electricity?
No, that's the
No.
City of Ash.
Okay.
This one
City
is
of
like
Hunter.
they're fucking demon hunters or something. Like it's
Yeah.
real, like it's demons, vampires. It's fucking weird.
I've always
They're
wanted-
angel and they fight demons.
I've always wanted to see that City of Ash done in a different medium, though.
City of Ember, yeah, that would have been.
Oh, there we go.
They
It was a
did
really
make
good series.
They made a movie with Bill
It was
Murray.
shitty.
Did they really?
Yeah, it was
With
not
Bill
all that
Murray?
great.
Bill
Murray was
Murray.
the mayor,
Motherfucking
Bill Murray was the
Murray.
bad guy.
and he
That's
played
weird.
a typical Bill Murray character.
Right. Hellboy reboot cast Mila Jovovich as its main villain. Yay!
That name sounds really familiar,
She
but I
was-
can't
she's
put a
in
face
Resident
to it.
Evil.
She's Alice.
Resident Evil main
Oh,
character.
fuck off.
I actually don't mind her
No.
in other movies.
She was.
that
Right.
What
aren't
was she?
Resident
She was
Evil.
in.
She's not always terrible, but she's definitely like a one-shot actor.
I didn't like her in The Fifth Element. I just didn't even
Lilu?
like. Yeah, I didn't even
Yeah.
like The Fifth Element.
I don't
in
know.
general.
I like the Fifth
I like
Element, but
Everybody likes Lilu.
Not really.
I don't
See your tits.
I don't like
Her
God damn it.
tits.
lol. I don't like the Fifth Element because of Lilu. I like the Fifth Element because of like the world that they're in.
Yeah, same.
It's a really interesting world, and they
It's-
do a lot of.
Multipass.
Like Valerian, I will say this: it's pretty.
It's not even that it's pretty.
No,
it's
it's-
just a lot of really interesting things going
Yes.
on, and a lot of interesting side characters and
Like-
background characters.
It's
Any
vis-
movie that accentuates Chris Rock's dick, in my opinion, is a bad movie.
That was like one of my favorite characters.
Disagree.
Though, but like honestly, for me, I don't know.
I don't know. Plus, that movie hits like a perfect level of like comedic action to me,
Mhm.
but I don't really care that much for like some of the more main characters.
Right. See,
Like
but
I don't think Bruce Willis's acting in that movie is that great.
I don't know. That's literally that's
She was
that's,
an ultra
that's
violent
why
actor.
that's honestly why I bring up the equivalency to Valerian to me. Like the side characters are really
Oh
cool.
shit! No, that wasn't Chris Rock. That
That
was
was-
poor man Chris Rock from Rush Hour.
Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker. There we
Yeah.
go.
But yeah, I was
And
like
she was
very
in
like
Zoolander.
I actually
no.
think he's funnier.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't know. I like Chris Rock.
I like Chris
I like
Rock a
Chris
lot
Rock
more.
too, but
I think Chris Rock.
But
comedies,
Chris Tucker's funny.
They're both.
Chris Tucker definitely does a better job of playing a more flamboyant character.
Right, but I don't think Chris Rock plays like I don't know.
Yeah, I really like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour.
Right,
Fucking
but no,
hilarious in
but
that
like
movie.
honestly, like we were talking about, like that's the thing about fucking Luc Besson is like, yes, he makes really visually pretty movies to me, and like he makes his side characters a lot more interesting than his main characters.
Besides
and,
The Professional, that's just
Right.
a really good movie.
see, but that's
I haven't seen that.
when I talk. Let's talk. I mean, like science fiction movies.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
that's the thing about like a science fiction movie is you have to build the world that it's in before you can really build the characters themselves. If you can't make a believable world that takes me out of ours and into this science fiction place, then I'm not gonna like
Yeah,
any
but your
of the
main
rest
but
of
your
them.
main characters still should be your avatar for this world, and if they're shit, I get out of it. That's my thing. I got out of it. I get out of it easily.
I can't get into a science fiction world if I can't get into the world. If I can't look at the world that the main characters are living in, then the rest of the movie is already trash, in my opinion.
That's very understandable. Chris Pratt's Cowboy Ninja Viking releases in 2019. Yeah, it's a graphic novel about a cowboy, ninja, and a Viking. Like, he's a cowboy, ninja, and Viking.
Oh, yeah. The first time he said it, I was like, he's all three. Then he said it again, and I was like, maybe it's three different people. No, he's all three.
All three of them.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird sci-fi novel, graphic novel.
I mean,
it's something he would do, though.
It's with Chris Pratt, it's something that gets me interested in.
Right.
Like, if
like
I
his
had
divorce.
If I had... They're getting divorced?
Yeah.
That's really weird. You always see those videos of them being like the perfect couple.
Guess not. Love's a lie.
Well,
Just
anyways,
because love's hurt you doesn't mean it's hurt everyone else.
After somebody posted one of those memes of those two that had like the caption like relationship goals on it, I was scrolling through Facebook and I was like, lol, they're divorced.
Yeah, if I had heard about a movie that was going to be called Cowboy Ninja Vikings, I would have never even paid any attention to it.
Yeah.
It would have been like
Chris Pratt in Cowboy Ninja Viking. Everyone goes, wait a second.
Yeah, exactly. Like, without Chris Pratt, I would have thought this would have just been like a straight to VHS kind of thing.
I feel like this movie is gonna end up like Cowboys versus Aliens, that Daniel Craig
Shut your
movie.
whore
Yeah.
Hey,
I feel like that's
Cowboys
what it's
Aliens
gonna be.
is a
Shit movie.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's bad, but it was very entertaining.
You're
Yeah.
talking to the guy who gives almost everything an 8 out of 10. So
I
There's
can
no middle ground. It's either really
It's
good or really bad.
I can
So-
at least agree with that, though. Like,
was a bad
it was a
movie.
really
But
bad
it was
movie,
entertaining.
but I remember going to see it in theaters and I did not look away once.
No, same.
Like, I was locked onto that screen. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm gonna watch it.
literally,
Yes.
I feel like Daniel Craig took peyote, and that's like what he saw.
Like, the whole movie never
this
actually
right here.
This whole movie never happened. It's
Turns
just-
out the movie's a true story about a cowboy laying in the sand, flailing his arms
Like,
around,
it's an alien.
and the movie is
the
based on
lady's
his
an alien.
hallucinations.
That would make the movie way better.
Yeah.
Based on a true story.
That was the
Cowboys
ending.
versus aliens.
Peyote
All
edition.
right, so Stephen Lang will be the antagonist in all 4 Avatar sequels. The guy from the bad guy from
There's
the last
4
time.
confirmed?
Yeah.
Wait, I just remembered something. I don't know if you have anything about this, but have you heard the rumors that Daniel Craig might be coming back again?
Yes.
as the next Bond.
That was later on in the news.
Nice.
We can talk about that now, though.
Oh, I did not know you had it
Yeah,
for later down.
it gets
Yeah.
later down, but it's fine. I just wanted to bring that Avatar up because fuck Avatar, man.
Dude,
Like-
fuck off, James Cameron.
I still don't understand how some fucking dude is gonna go to outer space and then see these tall as shit blue fucking tail having ass aliens,
Be like,
and it's
I
gonna
wanna
be
fuck
like,
that.
I want to freak that thing so fucking hard.
It's that tall blue fucking alien.
Like, I mean,
Y'all just don't. You don't get that.
if I had the chance, it's not like I'd say no.
No, it's just fucking weird when she meets him in his human form, and she's like, "Oh,
Oh, your legs
Your
don't
legs
work.
don't work."
And
And
so
so
go
he's,
back to being blue.
and so he's like, "I'm staying with them." I'm like, "Yeah, so you have fucking feet. Like, I wouldn't want to be in a wheelchair either
Right.
in space."
Dude, the power of Poon is strong.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Like-
true.
Like, yo, that's my thing.
Especially
like,
like alien Poon. Like, you don't know how good that shit is. You've never had it.
They're
Right.
literally like walking around fucking all the other aliens with their tails and shit.
But the hair is
Hey,
gonna.
they're like mind melding with
Yeah.
everybody.
The planet is like,
Weird.
while they're fucking, the planet is like fucking their hair. They're like, "I got you, fam." And you're just like,
Yeah.
Fuck with you while you fuck with them.
As bad as that movie really is,
Oh my god.
it's
like,
pretty. Like I
the
said,
Yeah,
writing
like
in
if the movie
general.
didn't look good, it would have been a crap movie.
if it wasn't one of like the first movies that did 3D really well, it would have been a shit
I
show.
saw Monsters vs. Aliens as my first 3D movie. Still a good movie. Completely random, but
Poor
real
life
talk.
choice.
My history teacher was forced to go to my old history teacher was forced to go to the Jonas Brother in 3D for his
Wow.
first 3D real 3D movie with his daughters.
that's
Oh,
I remember
hilarious.
this because he bitched about it the entire
Life is
day.
totally different with children.
Right, Max?
Yup.
Yeah. At least you didn't have to go to the Emoji Movie.
Can't snort
I've heard some pretty awful things
Yes.
about that.
Movie.
Yeah, that movie's trash. apparently.
Trash.
Like really bad.
I literally had someone ask if they wanted me to review the Emoji Movie. I'm like, nope.
No, we're good.
Hey, we have an intern to do that.
I've literally heard people saying that like it's on its way to being rated one of the worst movies ever.
Worse than Battlefield Earth? What was it? No.
No, that'll always
Or
be
like
the worst.
The Room and shit like that.
Even
Or-
Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 4.
Yeah.
What's that movie with all the fucking like the tuna guy and everyone you were telling me about that one day?
Food fight?
Food Fight?
Oh
Even
my
worse
God.
than Food Fight?
Yeah, this movie, it like, shit you not, the night it came out, my Facebook was covered with news of how crap this movie was.
I
Even
can say-
children hate it.
Yeah.
No,
I've
I
spoken to
heard
kids that
everybody
have seen
hated
this
it.
movie
What,
and they
did
did
Finn
not
like
like it.
I can say one thing, like if you're going to make a shit movie,
At least
this
they
is
could
how
make
to
it-
do it. At least make it such a drastically huge failure that now everyone and their fucking dog has heard of the Emoji Movie because of how bad it
The
is.
thing is, though, you know they already made all of their money back because of how
Yeah.
many advertising endorsements they got for that movie.
Right.
They got a shit ton.
They got
Well,
a
it's-
lot.
It's usually the
So I was like looking at the rating, and they have been beaten out every fucking week it's been out by something better.
It's like, well, it's usually the really bad movies that see the most financial return. I mean, look at the Mortal Kombat series.
Well,
We literally were just talking about the Mortal Kombat series.
I like the movies.
Yeah, I was
because,
gonna say they're
I mean,
dumb
I-
as shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't remember what the budget was for those movies. I think it was somewhere between like $20,000 and $30,000,
Right.
and
yeah,
they
it
made
was
like
low.
$100 million.
Yeah.
In like the first couple weeks.
That actor who played Scorpion only had to say 2 lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get over here! Get back here! And then get over here again, and that's literally all
And I
he had
don't
to
even
say.
think it's the actor that did that.
No,
I'm pretty
it
sure
was
it's
fucking
just
Ed
voiced
Boon.
over.
Yeah, I think it was Ed because Ed Boon voiced Scorpion.
Yeah.
I think it was Ed Boon just screaming that.
It
Yeah.
just makes me
So
laugh.
he basically
And I'm pretty sure the Emoji Movie's probably already turned over a profit.
right.
Just for
God, I
being
hope
so
not.
You know what
bad.
that means? There's gonna be a sequel.
No.
And it's gonna be worse.
It
Don't-
better be worse.
Yeah. So James Bond got cast. Daniel Craig might be coming back for 2 Bond movie.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is, I'm not gonna come back no matter how much money they give me. Bullshit.
Shit.
I don't know.
Y'all
I'm
motherfuckers are like, anyone's like, oh, you can't sell me. I'm like, okay.
I'm
Just
kind of
you wait.
happy. I mean,
Yeah.
Daniel Craig's Bond is like the Bond that we've seen a lot of really first times happening for.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, this is like the first Bond that's really been kind of not.
He has 2 good James Bond films under his belt, though.
I don't know.
He has
Sky-
Casino Royale, because that's like
Skyfall?
Casino Royale
Casino Royale's really
Yeah,
good.
it's
is
really
one of
good.
my favorites, and then I like Spectre, but I don't like Skyfall as much as a lot of people.
It's
do.
been a while since I've seen
Wait.
Skyfall, but I just
Skyfall
watched
is-
Casino
was
Royale not that
bad.
long ago.
Skyfall is lackluster. Spectre is dumb,
I remember.
but it's a James Bond. It feels like a James Bond movie.
Well, the reason I like Daniel Craig's Bond so much is because this is like the first time that we've ever seen Bond not in like a really Playboy style.
right.
No, it's true.
Like
It's
this is
more of the.
he's definitely the
Well,
first.
he's not a date rapist like Sean Connery.
Yeah, and
That's
this is
true.
the first time that we've ever seen Bond like emasculated the same way that like he treats women at times too,
Right.
with like other men coming up to him in the movies, and then
Like
in
fucking chucking stuff at his dick to torture.
yeah, and
yeah.
then
There's some really fucked up.
beating him in the torture scene,
Yeah.
which is extremely painful to watch.
Skyfall is dumb because I hate its villain, though. I don't like. We were talking about Javier Bardem.
I
playing-
really like Skyfall.
don't
I liked
like-
his villain. His
The-
villain
I,
was.
it's been pretty much since it came out that I've seen it, but I remember liking it quite a bit.
It was a like.
I'll have to watch it again
I don't know,
though,
it was
to see.
I'm not gonna lie. Javier Bardem chose the better of the things because he had to choose between Skyfall or Star Trek Into Darkness. He chose the latter of the better ones.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I haven't seen Spectre,
It's on Amazon.
but
Prime
I've
right
seen the other 3. Quantum of Solace is okay. It's way too convoluted.
It's super. Yeah, Quantum of
Yeah.
Solace was
Yeah.
dumb. Like,
Like,
Casino
I just
Royale
wish-
is like.
now. Well, for Spectre, Chris, what's his name? Christoph.
Waltz.
Like he's he's a good actor. I wish his villain was just Mar in there.
But the thing or reason that I like Spectre a lot more is because it's got that. It's the real.
It's very gadgety.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Which
And
James Bond lately has been lacking into cool gadgets and stuff.
I kind of like the more grounded and realism Bond, though.
Right.
Like, I kind of liked
but
it
that's
lacking
that's
the
what
gadgets.
Spectre for me was, the combination of grounded in realism and gadgety Bond.
Yeah,
So-
I like the combination too, because that's the whole thing with Bond, is that he's like the secret agent. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
and like, I don't
You would
know.
think that he
Casino
would-
Royale is my favorite only because Chris Cornell's opening for it was fucking awesome. Oh.
Or I think
R.I.P.
probably either Skyfall or GoldenEye are my favorite Bond films.
GoldenEye's really good.
GoldenEye is really good.
GoldenEye is really good. Die Another Day is shit, but GoldenEye is really good. Dolph Lundgren has been cast in Aquaman as Jason Momoa's dad, the king of Atlantis.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Jumping into some more Justice League news. Justice League reshoots, from what the actors have said, is to lighten the movie's tone. So, what you are getting here, people, so the purpose of this, to bring it up, is that they have spent over $4 million on reshoots. $1 million of that is to get rid of Henry Cavill's mustache, and the other $3 million are for the lighthearted tone of the reshoots. Joss Whedon is basically trying to take away everything on that gritty tone that he had, that Zack Snyder was working on.
Good.
So those trailers that you see that show that lightheartedness, quote unquote, before Joss Whedon took over, probably didn't exist.
Yeah.
Good. Because that jokey lightheartedness of the trailer is what has gotten me more interested in Justice League now.
Like I said, I just like Cyborg looking like if Meek Mill fucked a blender, and that would be Cyborg.
I mean, if Meek Mill fucked a blender, it would not look like Cyborg.
Definitely look like Cyborg.
It'd be a little bit more red.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this.
Alright,
It could make it better, but here's my thing. Before you jump down my throat, I don't like how the dark and gritty tone was done before, because it sucked.
Right.
But I would have liked to see them keep a more darker tone to the movie, because I want something to separate DC from Marvel instead of just feeling like I'm watching a Marvel movie with different characters.
Yeah.
No, I get you on that. And
Yeah,
I
like
will
a
agree with you on
mixed
that.
feeling on the dark, like mixing the dark with the light kind of thing.
My
too.
thing, I want to point out, I feel like certain characters in the Marvel universe should have been darker, and I 100% agree with that. But I don't think Superman should have been dark.
Well, I
No.
mean, if Logan had been any darker, Hugh Jackman would have had to wear eyeliner.
No, but that doesn't count. That's Fox. That's Fox.
Yeah, it is.
True.
Yeah.
That's
But
Fox.
I mean, it's still like a Marvel.
It's a Marvel.
It's a Marvel
thing.
property.
It's a Marvel
Yeah.
property, but that's Fox. But we're talking about the companies that are warring with their extended universes.
All right.
They're-
I think
they're-
Iron Man should be darker.
But I'm just.
I don't think Iron Man should be darker.
I mean, like.
more on the alcoholic tone of like just his.
You're also
I
still
think-
trying to market it to children, though.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's the big problem, though, is that everybody's still trying to market this shit to children.
but that's the thing.
I'm not saying
What
that we
I-
have to
bad,
go
but it's
every
just-
movie
yeah.
like
When
straight
you-
rated R.
But no,
But they should definitely be marketing it to an older child
right.
audience.
But you got that. You have that with the Netflix series, though. Like, in my personal opinion,
Like,
you have that with the Netflix series that
Yeah,
doesn't.
but the Netflix series are so hit and miss.
Yeah.
There's one that's bad.
As
And the rest are really
That one
good.
was
So it's
bad.
hit and miss.
Hit and miss would be like every other.
Which one was bad?
I mean,
Iron
like,
Fist was bad.
Okay, good.
I mean,
Two
like,
options, it's either a hit or it's a
in my
miss.
opinion, I didn't like Jessica Jones all that much.
I
so-
wasn't
I
a fan
really
either.
liked it.
That's actually the one I thought he was talking about.
You liked Iron Fist?
Okay, I haven't watched Iron Fist yet. I've heard not good things about it, but
It's
that's
not
what I
very
mean.
good.
Like, it's
It's
a hit or it's a
Boring.
miss.
Like, I like Jessica Jones a lot more.
Because I
than-
think Daredevil's fucking awesome,
Right.
and I think Jessica Jones is pretty shitty.
Okay. No, that's understandable.
But
I like Luke Cage a lot. Like, Luke Cage is my favorite one of all of
because
them.
of hip hop.
I haven't.
Just in general,
I
I
haven't
like.
finished Luke Cage yet.
I have an affinity for Power Man and Iron Fist. So like the two properties that were coming to a Netflix series that I was excited about is Power Man and Iron Fist. Power Man was really good. Iron Fist can suck a dick and just not exist in this universe.
Hit and miss.
Okay, you're
But,
right.
Hit.
All right,
miss.
Just to finish up on the DC thing, like, I kind of have slight hope just because I think that was one of Wonder Woman's strengths, was it still maintained like a slightly more serious tone while
Right.
still having jokes in it.
Exactly.
But the fact that Josh Whedon is now attached to this,
Joss.
whatever, I don't give a fuck, just makes me worried
Not like
because
his first name matters anyway.
he has a he's like notoriously lighthearted. For me,
Yeah,
it's notorious. Because
Honestly, Buffy
that's not my
ended
thing.
up getting stupider and stupider because like they kept making like one-liner jokes when shit was getting too serious. I'm
So-
like, alright, you can't really do this.
So that worries me about it. I feel like it's just going to turn into like a Marvel. It's just going to be Avengers, but with DC heroes.
I can see that.
Right.
I don't know. I'm kind of still on the side that I want to see it like mix the grittiness with the lightheartedness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much because they decided to go with the Justice League that had the Flash in it. And it's like the Flash's big thing in the Justice League series is he's like the comedic one-liner
Which
that
he
hits off
should
of
which
the
he should
over,
be. Which he should
yeah,
be.
that hits off of the over seriousness of all the other ones.
I
And
feel
I think
like
if they keep the other ones really serious and just kind of leave Flash in there for that comedic value, then I think that could maybe keep it.
But I would
Green
argue
enough.
if they ever put Green Arrow to movie, they can't have him serious.
No, because he's always popping wisecracks in
Yeah.
older stuff. Now,
Yeah, but
But
he has-
Green Arrow's not in this, is he?
No,
No.
but they
No,
they,
but-
they allude him in
Here-
like
Oh, to like being in a sequel or something
if
like
they
that.
follow
his
the
comics.
comics, though, Green Arrow has very dark comic stories.
Yeah, or even like the Arrow TV series.
Speedy was
if they
addicted to
follow something.
heroin.
Yeah,
right.
true.
Yeah.
Dark or not, but he was always the one like
Yeah, he wasn't a dark character, but his stories.
his
were
storylines
dark.
are dark, but like what I mean is like you don't want him to be. He's the anti.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
never been a heroin addict, but it sounds like it'd be a
Yes.
really dark time.
Right. But you know what I mean? Like he was the anti-Batman because Batman was all dark and brooding, and Green
But-
Arrow was like, I'm a billionaire
here's
that
the-
does shit.
Here's the only thing about that. Like, I feel like people now, like, they feel like they either have to go, like, just lighthearted or, like, just dark and gritty. Whereas you can do both,
You can.
which has been proven by a fantastic series called Breaking Bad, where they had
It's
where they
fantastic.
have comedic moments that happen naturally, just the way that like they would happen in life, where you have all these serious things going on, but there's gotta be moments where you can
Magnets, bitch.
like chuckle or something. Like
Private
if they just do it
domicile,
naturally,
bitch.
I'm fine with it. When you're trying to force comedy, shut the fuck up, Jay. I'm trying to make a point. But when you're having moments where you're trying to like force comedy, that's when I have a problem. I'm
Right,
worried that this is what that's going to turn into.
Dude, I totally understand with you on that.
Which is one of my problems with the Marvel Cinematic Universe and why I don't enjoy it as much as other people. It just
Right.
seems to me like they force jokes.
Right. I will argue that the least one that was like was Captain America: Civil War.
I really like
Right.
Civil
I will
War.
argue that.
See, there
because-
are Marvel movies that I really
Right.
enjoy. It's the more serious
Right.
toned ones, like Civil War.
Right. I will put out. They did the comedy that they had worked natural to cut the mood, the too intense of a mood.
Yeah.
And I will go with the Scott Lang scene where you first meet Ant-Man, and it's funny but not like takes you out of it.
See, I haven't seen Ant-Man yet, but what I have, I've
What?
watched clips of it and stuff, and what I have seen makes me want to go watch it.
It is a
see
very like you will. It is fun and lighthearted.
See, I
but
feel
it's
like
not like super. It's not super in your face fun and lighthearted.
yeah, but
No.
the way they advertise it and just the character, I kind of assumed that was going to be more lighthearted.
it is.
Which when I go into a movie like assuming it's going to be lighthearted
Right.
because of what I've seen and stuff and what I know about the character, then I'm fine with it. It's when I'm expecting it to be like halfway serious and then I'm
Yeah.
just seeing jokes.
I would
throughout
say
the
that
whole
is my
movie.
problem
I have
with
a problem.
how the Age of Ultron trailer worked out
Mm.
for me, is that they played it off like it was gonna be dark, and like no hope, and everyone was just making fun of Captain America for using his language.
Which is why I'm so excited for the Black Panther movie and Infinity Wars, because it looks like it's gonna be more along like that Civil War vein and like where it's much more serious story, and that makes it. I'm more excited for those.
Like it
because of
has
that.
some lighthearted hints in it, but the undertone of the movie is like a much darker concept.
That's right,
Yeah.
and the Avengers
Yeah.
4 has begun filming. Remember when we had
Yes.
that conversation
Mhm.
about that? It was just Infinity Wars has finished
It-
production.
just the first one.
and
then?
Avengers 4 is now in
Okay.
in pre-production.
Yep.
So that's exciting. Jeremy Renner probably won't be in it because, broken arms, but...
So is Infinity Wars being considered the third Avengers movie
It is
then?
the third Avenger movies,
okay.
and instead of doing part 1 and part 2, I think it's still going to pertain to the Infinity Gauntlet, but they're not going to call it Infinity Wars.
I think 4 is going to be about the Infinity Gauntlet, because I did see that they had like a release picture of, I can't remember what his name was.
Thanos?
No, it was the person who tweeted it, I mean. I
The
can't remember what
Russos.
Yeah, I think it was one of them.
It's coming to an end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, beginning,
Of an end.
filming the beginning of the end, and it's
Right.
just holding like a big ass fucking glove, and
Right.
just takes a picture of like
Yeah.
from the wrist up.
No, that's totally understandable, which is exciting. I hope this is probably, unfortunately, like, I know how everyone likes RDJ and Chris Evans. This is probably them being wiped out of the Marvel
I'm okay with that.
existence.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm okay with it too.
Yeah,
Maybe
They're
not.
old.
Maybe not so
No,
much
it's not that
RDJ
they're
because I really
old.
enjoy his Iron Man, but
I mean, yeah, but
it's not necessarily that they're old. It's just I would not mind seeing other renditions of those characters coming about.
right.
Same.
So, Tim Miller and X-Men producer Simon Kinberg will team up to bring William Gibson's cyberpunk novel Neuromancer to the silver screen. So, what this means is Tim Miller was the guy who did the fucking Deadpool.
Yeah.
So, Neuromancer is a very interesting book. I really like cyberpunk. It's basically their...
I like Neuromancer a lot.
What's
You did read it.
explain. You don't
I
pay attention.
really don't know how to explain it.
I've
It's weird.
Yeah.
heard of it, and I've only ever heard good things about it.
It's
when
like
people bring it
a
up.
good Deus Ex.
Yeah, that's probably a decent
Okay.
way to
Okay.
kind of describe it.
Okay.
It's pretty convoluted like Deus Ex
Yeah.
is, but it's a little bit easier to follow.
Right. So I will say it's like a good Deus Ex.
Yeah.
All right.
So
The best thing that I can like describe is if you like futuristic style sci-fi,
Mm-hmm.
then it's definitely a good one.
Nah, that's totally
interested.
understandable. Yeah,
Awesome.
that's
Yeah.
really good. I'm really glad. So, Silver and Black, the Black Cat Silver Sable movie, Sony Spider-Man's filming starring Silver Sable and Black Cat will land in early 2019 release date. So that means go on.
It's really weird that Sony's deciding to do Spider-Man characters who part of their character development relies heavily on Spider-Man without having Spider-Man in their movie series.
Yeah, I can agree
Oh,
with
Venom.
that.
It's not Spider-Man.
Yeah,
But I
they're gonna
feel
call
like-
it.
Boy.
Yeah, that's what makes me worried about the Venom movie. A huge part of his character
Yeah.
is Spider-Man. Spider-Man's not going to be fucking in it. What the fuck, Sony?
I feel like a lot of the Venom lineup has been like really flushed out over the past couple of years, though. Too. I mean, we've seen
They
Venom,
could do later stories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
so.
seen Venom doing like all kinds of shit in the past couple of years.
As long as Venom's not fucking Iraq veteran who gets his Venom suit that turns Venom missiles from his jetpack, we'll be good. Like that's
Jesus.
yeah, that's just me.
I'd like
Yeah.
to see Anti-Venom. He's
But
pretty
I don't-
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a huge Black Cat fan, so.
I'm a huge Black Cat fan too.
I am too.
Yeah.
Word up!
High five!
Of course you are.
Rogue One star Riz Ahmed. He is the
Kitties
guy.
and titties for days.
Kitties and titties for days.
The Bodhi Brook, right?
What?
What?
He played the guy who had the information
Yeah.
from I don't
Bodhi.
fucking
Yeah.
know the name. But yes, that guy is reportedly in early talks to play a popular Marvel character in Sony's Venom
The one who
spin-off.
flies away with Finn, right?
No.
Flynn, I mean.
Bodhi.
Rogue One.
I'm the
Oh,
pilot.
okay.
I'm the pilot.
Yeah, he flies away with Flynn.
Oh, I thought you said Finn.
I did say Finn at first,
Yeah.
but then I was like, oh wait, no, Flynn.
Yeah, yes, that guy. So, I mean, that
He's part fish.
yeah.
Wait, what?
That's interesting.
The
That's Oscar Isaac.
So that's not the guy who flies away with Flynn at the beginning of the movie?
No, the
No.
guy. It's Bodhi Rook's the.
Pilot.
It's from Rogue One.
He's the guy who
Oh,
defected.
from Rogue One.
And, like,
Okay,
they-
I haven't seen Rogue One yet.
No, I did
so-
not.
You
give
son
it to
of a
them.
bitch!
It's
on
on
I know,
fucking
it's on
Netflix.
Netflix, and I haven't had the time to watch it. Because I'm watching a lot of other stuff.
You
Guess
watch
what we're
it.
watching tonight?
The Matrix.
No! That's not happening! Fuck you!
Go watch it. 10
No.
out of 10. Make sure you watch the whole trilogy.
No! Watch 1 and 2.
You'll totally thank me later.
We're
No.
watching him in reverse.
Watch them in reverse.
Yeah, really
Just-
bad. If you watch The Matrix in reverse, it's a really shitty movie, turning into a really good movie.
If you watch Revelations, just skip to the end where Neo's fighting Smith, because that fight scene's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. It's kind of the
When he
whole
turns
point
into
of
like
it.
Mega Smith,
Mega Smith, yeah.
and they all turn into goo and fold together.
Oh my god.
So weird to watch them form up like
God
that.
damn.
but-
Alright.
That happens in the
Shitty.
video game.
Alright.
When it's in the movie, it's just one-on-one.
Yeah,
Right.
at least in the movie, it's not super shitty CGI though.
Right. Okay. Gwendolyn Christie's Chrome Stormtrooper, Captain Phasma, will play a bigger role in the Star Wars The Last Jedi.
That's
Good.
cool.
Woo!
Hope she gets eaten by a fucking Sarlacc, because I hate when people say that shit. Like,
10 out of 10, still not excited for this movie.
Like,
I'm excited. We'll see,
yeah,
like,
I'm
I'm
not
excited
like-
to see the series
I'm
almost
excited to
end.
see. Fuck you. I'm excited, but like,
dude, everything needs to come to an end.
But no,
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is there's going to be a book about Phasma coming out next month. So.
Alright, here's my thing about Star Wars, and I know you like it, and I know you really like it, but I don't.
Please, it's not like I played.
Star Wars
game
is
or-
like my entire childhood.
Alright, so
wear
I'm gonna
t-shirts
point
for
this
Star
out.
Wars.
I don't want to feel to understand a fucking character's motive in the movie. It's like, hey, if you read this book, you'll totally understand. And I'm like, all right, no.
Are you talking about with Boba Fett?
Boba Fett and all that shit, like.
None of that stuff is canon. Though.
I know, but you know what I mean. Though. But back in the day,
It's all
before they snipped that, everyone's like, oh man, Boba Fett's really cool
Well,
if you read
even
this shit.
even back then, not all of it was canon.
I know, but everyone's like, if you read this shit, Boba Fett's really cool. I'm like, I don't want to have to read shit, and I don't want to have to be like,
You don't have to. It's just like
There's
it's
a reason
just,
there's movies. I don't want to read shit.
right, exactly. Like,
Well-
you can't tell me like when they were like, Captain Phasma's gonna be the next Boba Fett. Oh, so
Yeah, that was
she's
really
just gonna be
stupid.
fucking
That-
eaten by a
I really-
Sarlacc and just get left up? That's
See,
great. That's
no,
cool.
No, like
Well,
when people thought that, I was really annoyed at that.
The reason that
Because she's
I'm
a woman, Jay. I get you.
No, no.
The reason I'm
no,
glad
it's because it was like, oh, he's next. No, it's a completely fucking different person.
the
There's
reason
a joke.
the reason I'm really glad to hear that she's gonna be in more of this movie is because she was on like all the movie posters for
Right, and then she
Yeah,
got
Force Awakens.
shot into a fucking
yeah,
dumpster.
and she was in there for like a total of maybe 4 minutes throughout the whole film.
throughout the whole film.
Listen. Jay has many women friends. Many. He knows a lot of them. They all really like him. Nah.
But I don't know. I
Although,
think
on the Boba Fett note, if Boba Fett shows up in this movie, 10 out of 10, best Star Wars movie ever.
Fuck you.
turns out the Sarlacc pit didn't even eat him.
It didn't, apparently, if you read after it.
No,
Well, I
it did. He
guess
just
he's-
blows out of it.
Oh my god, I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Eaten by Sonic twice.
Again?
I know, right?
Okay, see, everyone's like, he's so badass.
No, the Boba Fett possesses the Sarlacc after he eats him, and then comes back and eats Captain Phasma in this one.
He is in tone with the Force enough the midichlorians
He's
took
like,
over the
he's
fucking-
inside the Sarlacc, pulling on like its organs to move its arms and shit around. I did finally watch the Rick and Morty episode.
Oh my god!
And when he's like controlling the cockroach by sticking his tongue down its fucking head hole and moving the legs around. It's the best thing I've ever seen.
We gotta watch
Yeah.
that. We're watching that tonight.
Yeah, we gotta watch
Oh
it.
my god.
He builds a mech suit with rat body parts.
He's gonna take the fucking pigs that like fucking got
Yeah.
eaten, and he's just taking.
Look at me, Maury.
Is that the Pickle Rick episode?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that
Dude,
one.
you gotta. We're
God,
watching it
man,
tonight.
it's so
oh
watching
my
it
god.
tonight.
I was really like wondering where you were going with this, and then I'm like, oh shit, he's going.
I see it. I see where he's
Let's
going.
see where he's going.
This is where my brain goes.
I'm Pickle Fat.
New details about Benicio del Toro's character in Star Wars The Last Jedi have surfaced. Ping to the character is without an alliance, so he's a neutral person in the Star Wars universe, which you rarely see because they're always either for the Rebellion or for the Empire.
For the Empire.
In most movies, any
Empire's cool
character
as
you
shit,
see
man, with
is
those
usually
uniforms.
never in the gray. They're either for the Empire or for the Rebellion.
Even in like the prequels, you
Yes,
either
we're
have
done with the Empire
Right.
now.
you either have the guys who are like on the side of the Jedi or on the side of the Sith.
Right. And
There
so
really isn't
it's
a-
not well, and then for the movies, they're always either really, really bad or really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is a nice change for me because I would like the whole neutral side of it. Like y'all both suck.
I mean, they do.
They
but-
do. Like both of them in the end. Like I think Jedi's are shitty people and I think Sith are shitty people. So
Nah.
Jedi's are shit, dude.
Old
Yeah.
Jedis are pretty fucking boss.
Jedi's now are like I'm glad the Jedi Council got destroyed because Jedi's are shit because
Yoda
they
even admitted that like the Jedi's have just grown stagnant basically from said.
Become pieces of shit.
if a petty man child fucking kills people because he can't have sex and he's part of a club.
No, it was all because
Jedis
he
are
hates
shit.
sand.
I
That's where his
think
hatred of
I think
sand.
that's just whiny Anakin and not like the Jedi in
Whoa.
general.
10 out of 10, I really love that scene where Obi-Wan's talking to Padme because you can see Ian McGregor trying not to laugh when he covers his hand. He's just like, killing younglings. And he starts to, you can see a smile coming up on the edges of his
It's
face.
literally like they shot that so many times and still couldn't get him not to laugh at how shitty that script was.
Killing
And yet you
younglings.
still think Revenge of the Sith is a good movie.
It is. Fuck you.
It
It's
is
fun.
not.
I'll
It's
actually
awful.
agree with Kien on this one. I like Revenge of the Sith.
No, that's a
I do.
terrible fucking movie.
I like Revenge of the Sith, and then 1, and then 2 can kind of just. Besides, like, the Balogino.
This is the reason why I do hope we go to nuclear war with Korea.
Although I might be like,
Because these fucks are constantly giving the prequels
I might be biased
credit.
because
Fuck you.
the first time I saw Revenge of the Sith was at the midnight premiere, and when Padme's like giving her little speech to Anakin at the end, there was some lady in the back of the theater that stood up and just like, yeah, you tell him, girl, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Oh yeah, you were in Montana when you
Yeah, I
watched
lived
this
in
movie.
I lived in Bozeman when I saw this movie.
Right.
What?
So
Oh, shit.
new details have emerged surrounding Princess Leia and Poe Dameron's relationship in the Rian Johnson directed Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Leia finds Poe to be a surrogate son.
Okay.
Like her.
Okay, Poe is the one in The Force
Yes,
Awakens that flies away with
yes,
Flynn, right?
that's all
Yeah,
I was
okay,
gonna
that's
Poe's
what I thought.
mother.
Finn!
is- Oh.
You told me it wasn't Finn.
No, but I thought you meant Flynn for another character. I thought we were talking about Rogue One.
Well, earlier you told me it wasn't Finn, so now I'm sitting here like it's Flynn.
No.
And I hated Force Awakens so much, so I've only seen it like twice. So it's not like I'm sitting here with like the memories of me watching fucking A New
All I know-
Hope 72 times a fucking day as a kid.
All I
And you're over
remember
here
is when you
altering
bring
my
up that
brain.
Finn scene is the fucking debate Jay and Ryan had. And Ryan just openly up. Yeah, I fucking hate the scene where Oscar Isaacs and John Boyega are talking. He's like, what's your name? F-15? F-15? I don't like that name. How about Finn? Finn sounds good. Yeah, Finn's a good name.
Yeah, I fucking hate that scene.
Yeah, that is a pretty
Great
shit
stuff.
scene.
The only relationship I am interested for this movie is the relationship between Finn and Poe, because that is going to be the only natural relationship that happens.
Well,
If they become homosexual lovers, totally cool with it. Makes sense.
all I got to
wouldn't
say
mind it.
is, in a universe where we've got names like Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, we end up with Finn,
And Poe.
And
I mean,
Ray.
Poe, and Rey. Like, motherfuckers were doing so good the first 6 movies with
No,
crazy-ass
no,
names.
Luke. There's a person named Luke.
And
Humans.
old Ben. Old
Humans.
Ben.
But he's Ben
Yeah.
Kenobi. He's Obi-Wan
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, he's
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan.
Kenobi.
A lot of the
Like, they could have came up with some good names.
My name
and
is
there's-
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I have the silliest name in the galaxy.
Hooper-dooper-doo.
Well, a lot of the original Star Wars characters aren't as out there and wild as like the prequel ones either.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I would 10 out of 10 definitely would rather like legitly see Finn and Poe in a relationship before Finn and Rey?
Yeah, no, that's totally
I'm
understandable.
fine with
that's
either
reasonable.
or.
I mean, Disney, you're trying to be progressive anyways.
I
Like,
mean, the romantic scenes
still
of
don't
Star
like the
Wars
Jews.
aren't exactly what we're into anyways.
They still hate the Jews, so.
As long as we're not gonna see some more fucking brother-sister incest.
Right.
That totally, definitely did not happen.
dude, there's an entire subreddit probably like that would disagree with you.
Do you guys ever think though that maybe Leia isn't really Luke's
Plot
sister?
twist.
Oh my god, no,
Well,
I don't want to get
because when Luke finds out he's in Dagobah talking to Ben Kenobi's ghost, and he's like, Luke, you have a sister. And Luke is immediately like, it's Leia. And he's just like he didn't tell him it's Leia. Luke just assumes it's Leia, and there it is.
All right.
What if
Obi-Wan's just sitting there going, yeah,
he's like,
sure.
I mean, like
he's like sitting there like, Luke's a little bitch. I probably shouldn't tell him or he'll tell Vader. Yes, it's Leia.
No. So here's my thing about that. The creepiest part of that is Luke tells Leia that he's their siblings, and she's like,
yeah, and she
I've
just
always
immediately
known.
is like, I know.
I've always known.
Bitch, how?
What?
You've
We've
been
been together for the last 2 months, you asshole!
So we spoon naked knowing that we were siblings?
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Yeah. I never really thought about that scene on Hoth when I was little until I got older, and I was like, oh.
I find it funny.
Like, they're trying to make it a love triangle, and it sounds like twincest. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, but they're...
And there, 30-year-old Jar Jar R. Martin was watching Star Wars. He's like, I've got an idea.
But they were separated at birth, so it's okay.
Well, I mean, it's just another...
Alderaan is the Alabama of the universe.
It's just another kind of like showing that fucking George Lucas, when he was making the original Star Wars, was really just writing it as he went.
I was just
Because
like, it was a word.
Well, when he made the first movie, he never planned to make sequels for him.
Nope.
Because, like, it not only cost so much to make them, but, like, he had no idea he was going to turn such a huge profit on Star Wars.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he was fucking
And then it was kind of the same way for Empire, in that it cost a lot to make, and he wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, because that's when he let someone else take the reins as director.
Turns out
and then
it was
it
the
turned
best
out
one.
that Empire was, like, one of the best
And
movies
then
of
George
all
is
time.
like, you know what? Muppets. Next movie.
No, he was like,
Muppets.
next movie, teddy bears.
Midgets
Midgets and teddy bears.
Midgets and teddy bear
Rock.
costumes.
What?
Carl, let me go into the last Star Wars news. Daisy Ridley and director Rian Johnson describe how Han Solo's legacy looms over the next Star Wars epic, The Last Jedi.
That's pretty cool.
I guess.
Who cares?
He's dead. I don't want to hear about him anymore.
I bet he's gonna be a Force ghost.
No!
I will get up and leave the theater.
I swear
get
to
a
God.
gun, and then shoot the fucking screen.
If Han Solo is a Force ghost, I want John Boyega to hit him and be like, that's not how the Force works!
No!
I'm kind of interested to see how they're gonna handle like Leia's character for the movie. Do you think
They
or did
wrote
they
her out.
already,
in the
like-
ninth
Oh yeah,
one.
she
really?
got cut
They
out.
wrote her out. in
Yeah,
the
she
ninth one.
gone.
They talked about this.
Okay.
There's
I
just-
haven't looked up
right.
anything
There's
about
gonna be
it,
like
so.
snippets. The idea is there's gonna be snippets. Like they're gonna get like fucking messages from General Organa.
Oh, so they
Yeah.
basically just like retconned all of her
Yeah.
Right.
shit out of there.
Which sucks because apparently she plays a
Yeah.
way more prominent role in this movie.
Oh yeah.
So that's the sad part.
It's really ironic that they killed off Han Solo and then
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie
again.
Fisher dies in real life.
That's the joke. Harrison
So
Ford is
close.
gonna don the buns for episode 9.
There we go. He's just gonna put on his granny panties and hike his hands up to
Best
his
Leia
fucking
impersonation.
titties.
I mean, Han Solo's dead. He might as well play her.
Did anybody
now.
else notice that like the wardrobe choice for Princess Leia in the last movie was literally like straight up 70-year-old grandma?
Right.
Yeah.
Like
She's old as shit, dude.
like she literally went from like the slave Leia costume to like literally wearing her pants up to her nipples kind of thing.
Like, who's ready for bingo after this
Yeah,
galactic
exactly.
fire?
I think my favorite thing I saw out of the clips that have been released from this was this meme where it's Luke and you see him in his Jedi robes and it's just like, you know you're old when your belt is up past your belly
Yeah, I
button.
see that.
It's like, goddamn.
So then we go to some TV news. Carl Urban is in talks to join the Judge Dredd TV series that's coming to Netflix called Mega City.
Fuck
That'd
yeah.
be cool. Since
Alright.
Carl Urban did a wonderful rendition of Judge Dredd.
Is he who played him in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. I'm excited for this.
Yeah. I wish Stallone would have gotten the role. But
I am the
He'll be like as a guest appearance or whatever.
I am judge, jury, and executioner.
I just need one news clip of Sylvester Stallone saying, "I am the law," and then like the rest of the movie goes on.
TV
And
show.
nobody gives a
TV
shit.
show.
Whatever.
TV show.
Who gives a fuck?
I don't think Stallone should have anything anymore.
Fox is in talks to reviving The King of the Hill.
Great,
Thank
so they
God.
can ruin another TV show.
We're just gonna see how bad this one goes.
My thing about this is, like, I think King of the Hill is, like, the best social satire, and during this time, I
love King of the Hill.
I think we need some Hank Hill philosophy
Oh,
during this
God.
time.
But-
Yeah,
that's going
but
on. Like,
I don't know.
dude,
Like, that's
what
the
the-
thing with King of the Hill, is it is a really good TV show. Now you're talking about bringing it back in a
Yeah.
time period when
It-
people are rebooting fucking everything.
Oh, I thought you
And
meant
they're
where
doing-
life is
Yeah,
just shit.
That
Well,
too.
that was just-
Well, I mean, it was that way before too.
I know, but life is just
It's
like
just that
mega shit now.
Back then, we lived in a world where King of the Hill was good
Yeah.
and not run by Fox.
Damn it.
It was run by Fox.
It
I didn't.
was.
Did Fox do King of the Hill?
Yeah.
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 I was
Mike?
thinking that was somebody else.
No, it was Fox.
Okay, well, now we're talking about. Didn't Seth MacFarlane get?
No, that was a meme. That was a fake meme.
Okay,
thank
I was
God.
pretty
He did
sure I
not.
saw that on like IGN or
I
something.
was
No, it
jokingly
was a
showing
fake
that
meme.
it was a fake meme.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
So as long as they're talking to Mike Judge to bring it back. The guy who
Okay.
did.
Oh,
So
thank
my
God.
thing, my thing
But
about
he already tried to bring back Beavis and Butthead a couple years ago, and it wasn't nearly as good.
No, it
but
wasn't.
Beavis and Butthead will never be nearly as good because
You
of the fact
can't-
that they're metalheads from the '90s.
Yeah.
So you can't really bring that back. Like you'd have to give them Raw XD shirts and go. "Rah!"
Yeah, if they made a new version of Beavis
No.
and Butthead, then it'd be
No,
fine.
that would not be. What are you talking about? You said they're metalheads from the 90s.
Right.
How does that translate into today's time of them being like emo fucking scene kids?
I was making a joke.
Okay, well, it was.
Yeah, I was just making a joke, John. Don't
It
get so
doesn't make any
butthurt.
sense. I'm gonna get a little bit butthurt because Beavis and Butthead is like one of my favorite TV shows.
I am
Coming
rich.
from the 90s metal.
Coming from the guy that argued for probably a solid 20 minutes about Dragon Ball.
No, you're not.
I mean,
no, shut up.
That
word
that's,
is not
that's
spoken
very
here.
understandable. Oh, fuck you, but that's very understandable. Like, that's just,
Yeah, I don't know.
I get you.
Yeah,
No.
I can agree though. Like his Beavis and Butthead reboot was not as good,
Right.
and I think that's because like he's a funny.
It's just
Guy,
times have
it's just-
changed
I don't
for that.
think-
Like,
I don't think he's very good at adapting somebody else's stuff
right.
Yeah.
into a funny medium.
Alright, so, like, my thing about this, the reason why I want King of the Hill back, I want them to, like, have a Confederate general have a high school statue in the middle of Arlington, and people protesting with torches, saying how terrible it is to take down the Confederate general statue because it's part of their heritage and it's their pride.
There's a Confederate statue in Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we were driving down. It is right behind the statue of. It was like one of the first black tennis players that was like.
Oh,
from
you
there.
told me this fucking
Yeah,
Oh my
story.
there's a
God.
statue of that guy, the first like black tennis player ever. And then right behind that is a statue to a Confederate guy, and I was like, wow, this is kind of like fucked up, no? Like,
No, there was a statue of
Damn.
Martin Luther King on one side in someplace in the South, and then Robert E. Lee on the next. I'm like, all right.
that's the. Fuck, like, I don't even want to get into this. I can go on
Anyways,
about it.
back to Fox. Simpsons is getting ready for like its 30th season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The TV show's not going to be allowed to die at this point.
And
I just got done watching a video about how The Simpsons has bombed since season
oh
8.
man,
Simpsons
it's
sucks.
been terrible for
Oh,
a
yeah.
long time.
Oh,
I don't
right.
understand how they made it to 30
Just
fucking
keeps chugging
seasons.
along.
Like
And the
they
show keeps
originally,
going.
they originally started out
Like-
making fun of counterculture parents.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's like a few hits every once in a while that I'll see on
Treehouse
the
of
show.
Horror. That's about it.
Even
Even
those
Treehouse
dick
of Horror
around
isn't-
some days,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
But-
it's been pretty mediocre, like for a couple years now at least.
Treehouse of Horror has given us some of the best Simpsons moments.
They have.
Like the when Homer goes into the 3D world.
Or all work and no play makes Homer something.
Go crazy.
Don't mind if I do. So, Netflix Castlevania has earned a rating of 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, making it the highest of any video game adaptation. All right, damn Game Boy, what you got?
I've actually been thinking about doing a podcast topic for my channel recently about video game movies, and I'm still like looking for people to talk to me about it. But this, yeah, you can definitely be on it if you want. But video games don't translate to
Other medias
non-interactive mediums
Mhm.
very well. but I think a TV show is a much better way to do it. And I think older style games like Castlevania that were more about gameplay
It's
and
a
stuff
much
like
more
that,
linear story
and,
too.
well, that are more about gameplay and less about story.
Right.
And stuff like that are better for it, because then you can take the concept that the game is based in and you can make a new story for it.
Right.
Like, I don't think games that have basically no story or super non-eventful story, like Mario and stuff like that, don't work very well. Because
What are you talking about? That movie was awesome.
What movie?
I love that movie.
Super
That
Mario,
Mario
Bros.
movie was amazing.
Because
That was-
there isn't any sort of emotional world to build on or anything like that. But Castlevania has a great already existing world and storyline to kind of build something new off of. And I
Right.
think that's why Castlevania's done really well.
Did you watch Castlevania?
Oh yeah,
I
fucking
enjoyed
love
it.
it.
Yeah,
I
I watched
loved it.
still.
So I think we'll do a review sometime.
Yeah, I'm
before.
super excited to see more of it.
Right.
The animation especially is absolutely fucking
Right.
phenomenal.
What I've seen, yes, I
that
agree with that.
fight scene between Alucard and Belmont is
yeah, just
intensely
fucking good.
awesome.
So, Netflix has purchased the rights to Miller World, the comic books imprint founded by Mark Millar, with plans of developing properties for film and television. Well, what Millar World has is it's the kick-asses and things like that, and all that kind of
Okay.
shit is in that property. So, Lionsgate will not be making. There will not be a Kick-Ass 3, and so I'm excited for this.
I am. I hope it stays true to the comic. Like,
Yeah,
Kick-Ass 2, they killed off Christopher Mintz-Plath's character, which he doesn't die. And the third Kick-Ass, the
Mhm.
final Kick-Ass, and he's alive, and he's just like badly injured, and it's so different.
Yeah, I like the Kick-Ass movies, but yeah, I'd like to see something done.
Mm-hmm.
a little
Netflix
bit more.
purchased the rights to Kick-Ass.
Oh, okay.
Along other stuff too.
Cool.
The Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman and his Skybound Entertainment will develop a TV project to debut exclusively on Amazon Prime.
Hmm.
So, yes and no.
The comic creator,
Yeah,
that could be interesting.
I don't
mean,
know.
he's a really good writer, for
Right.
sure.
Yes.
So
see, Kirkman can do comedy and then he can do like depressing
He
horror.
did, was it Warrior Priest? No, it was.
I don't. He did my favorite run of Ant-Man, so with Eric O'Grady. So that's the one thing. Seth Meyers and Odd Mom out creator Jill Kegman are developing a new take on the Munsters that's a shot in single camera style. So there's gonna be a laugh track, and I really like the Munsters.
The Monsters was something
And
different.
they tried to make like a dark reboot Munsters, and it
They
didn't work
did?
out. Yeah.
What is the Munsters?
It's like- It's
Nope.
a thing at the beginning.
It's like the Funny
Totally
Addams
awful
Family.
way to describe
Yeah,
it, but
no, have you? It's she likes to dance like Uma Thurman.
Yeah,
It
I
sounds
know.
like
I
would be
know
good.
that. So it's a TV show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Frankenstein's the dad.
Yes.
Their grandpa is a
There's
vampire. The
vampire.
mom's a vampire.
They have a
the son's a
dragon
werewolf.
Under the
The son's a werewolf,
steps.
and their niece is just a regular human.
See, the
Yes.
only thing I know the Munsters from is the Chiodo song that's called "Why the Monsters Matter."
Okay.
That's yeah. That's
Well,
my
I mean, I
knowledge.
think I'm excited for
Yeah,
it.
I do
I
too.
like the comedy tones to it.
decent song.
Black Lightning
Yeah.
has cast Marvon Crondon Jones, a rapper, as Tobias Wales, a gang leader who has a murderous history with Jefferson Pierce. I'm kind of want to see what Crondon looks like. I did not get a chance to look at him, and I swear to God, if he has a fucked up face. Oh, it's that guy. He's albino.
You're albino.
He's an albino rapper.
What?
Yeah,
Like straight up?
for real. He's albino.
All right.
That dude is albino. He's black, but he's albino.
Interesting.
So this is important because Tobias Wales is literally an albino person, and he's big as shit. So that's actually super interesting, and that's really good casting. Like John said, we don't want a guy blackface to wear ashy skin.
Well,
So hire an albino to actually a black albino.
Well, I mean, that's the best option, I suppose.
I know. I'm not giving. I'm just.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, I like the casting too, honestly. I mean,
He looks cool. Like,
yeah.
So, FX animated Deadpool series that's being produced by Donald Glover will have a different tone and editorial voice than the live-action film starring Ryan Reynolds. So it's going to be like, I don't know, the way it sounds, it's apparently going to be like how the Boondocks worked.
I fucking love the Boondocks.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's awesome.
That does actually make me kind of excited for that.
The way that some of the more action-oriented Boondocks episodes mix like comedy with kung fu action scenes,
Straight from Bebop.
yeah, is personally, I think they do it better than Bebop.
Right.
So I'm that actually kind of makes me excited, even though like hearing about a Deadpool animated series
It's an
with
adult.
different, but with a different tone and stuff,
Right.
kinda worries me. But I don't know, it could definitely be good.
Who's voice acting in it? What?
We don't know.
Sorry, I just shared a link with you guys because we were on King of the Hill and I saw something earlier in the recording. It's there have been things going on that Hank is not Bobby's father and that it's Bill, and that Bill and Hank are half brothers.
Oh God.
Also, that Hank might be slightly autistic.
I could definitely see that
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah.
Do that in a lot of people.
The thing that I just shared with you, goes through and explains a lot of that.
Right. So now we're going into the other news. Vin Diesel is taking the Fast and the Furious on the road with a live tour, guys.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Kill him now.
I think it's about time that we see another Fast and the Furious star
Is he gonna go
meet
out
another
like
tree.
Paul-
I'm getting really sick and tired of anything Fast and Furious.
Oh fucking hell.
I really hope these movies go on long enough that Vin Diesel is like 85,
Sucking tits, trying to...
sitting in like a motorized wheelchair that does like 65, and he's overweight and everything, and they just rename the franchise to Fat and Furious.
I have no faith in the Furious. So this movie,
Yeah.
this
Oh
shit's
my
getting out of
God.
control.
I went to
Like,
see
God,
the
yeah.
newest movie in theaters, and it was so disappointing because I mean, there's like, you're talking about a car movie that has like one decent car scene in it, and the rest of
Yeah.
it is this bullshittery that's
The
just going
Rock
on.
fights a fucking torpedo.
They're driving, yeah,
What?
exactly.
What?
Yeah.
He literally basically
Is manhandling
he
this
wrestles
torpedo.
a fucking torpedo.
He's like, I got this. Aim it that way.
I mean,
Oh,
the only way they could have made it more ridiculous is if they put a talking face on the torpedo, and then The Rock puts it in like a headlock.
So he's like aiming it another way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
literally is hanging out of his truck and pushes the torpedo over.
And the sub is on the fucking
Oh, that
snow
would've
and
been
not in
fantastic.
the water.
Somebody, please put Cleveland
Well,
Brown's
it's
face on the
crashing
torpedo.
through ice.
You know what I mean.
No,
It's
no,
totally
no.
Which is totally something a sub can do, but not for that long.
Right, that's what I
Because
mean.
they're not
like-
indestructible. They can't just charge through that thick ice for that long, especially when you got fucking people driving tanks over top of it.
Right?
So did the Fate of the Furious end the franchise?
No.
Or was it cliffhanger?
Cliffhanger.
It's still
Like-
going.
Oh,
It's
thank
still
They've
going.
already
Yeah.
released that movie poster about the next one.
Right.
And
Good
they're all
Lord.
like, you can't outrun a ghost. And then
That's
it's got like
real?
transparent. I'm pretty sure it is.
I thought that was a meme,
I
for
thought
God's
so
sakes.
You can't outrun a ghost.
This is. Do you know what Vin Diesel names his daughter in the movie?
What?
What was it? Was it? It wasn't.
Walker?
Well, I mean, it obviously wasn't like Paul or anything like that.
It was like Brianna
I
or
can't
something like that
remember.
because it was supposed to sound like Brian.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So this is the interesting news. Disney will end its partnership with Netflix, planning on starting its own streaming service, but Netflix is in talks to Netflix to retain Marvel and Star Wars films past 2019.
Mhm.
So,
I read about this the other day, and I think it's bullshit.
right.
I think
Yeah.
it's
It
fucking
It is, since all
it's-
these other streaming services are splitting off, like all these other companies are splitting off to make their own
to
streaming
do their own
service.
thing,
You know
and
what,
it's
though?
like,
Disney's got enough money to just buy all of them.
yeah.
So let's just invest in Disney and see what happens.
Well, see, the
I don't
problem
wanna-
here though is that you're talking about all of these other companies branching off to do their own streaming service.
Uh-huh.
What's gonna happen when like Fox does that, or anybody really that
I'm getting
can
so
do it.
sick of having
And
to pay
yeah,
$10
exactly.
a month for all
You're gonna
these
have to
fucking
pay
streaming services.
separate fees for all of that stuff.
No,
Like,
that's totally
it's
understandable.
bad enough just having Amazon Prime Video and Netflix and Hulu. Like, I don't need like
Right.
30 other fucking ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. Amazon Prime, I use it. Well, for
But Amazon Prime
I use
has
it
a
for my
channel.
HBO.
Oh,
Yeah,
I used to buy
Amazon.
stuff,
I
but
mean,
it's like,
Amazon Prime is so much more useful than the
right.
other ones, but it's also more expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
it's like
I mean,
you're
I use
basically,
the
you're basically
Free
buying.
2-day shipping all the fucking
Yeah.
time.
You're
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
buying channels
Yeah.
too,
That-
which is
that's what I use it
understandable.
for.
Which I totally get that.
I use
like,
it for my Showtime and
yeah,
HBO
I would
shows.
prefer that.
Fucking, I don't know. Like, I'm sick of all these different streaming services. Like,
Yeah,
they just need
right.
to stop.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Hulu, especially if they're gonna have ads on them. I don't know what they're planning to do, but if it's like Hulu, then they can fuck right off.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I totally
any
get you on
streaming
that.
service you have to pay for, at the very least, should have like limited ads.
Yeah.
Just give me like one Tostino commercial.
Yeah, at the
Fucking
beginning,
episode, yeah,
and
yeah.
My
then
thing-
call it good.
Well, there's a
Hulu
reason
is
Hulu's not in debt. Netflix is.
Hulu-
Hulu's making bank.
Hulu
Yeah,
is the
ads.
worst in my opinion. If I'm paying $10 a month, you're already making revenue off of the ads. If you're making revenue like that, give it to me for free.
Right.
Don't make
Or
me
at
pay
least
$10.
super cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're at least 3 ads a fucking episode.
yeah. Like
Right.
Yeah.
Netflix makes sense because they don't have
the,
ads.
The only exception
So-
is like on their older stuff.
Or movies, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've had ads prior to movies.
right. But most of the movies that they have, they don't have ads.
Yeah, there's not ads in the movie.
Right. So like they'll play an ad beforehand, and that's all you'll get.
Yeah.
So that's been the news. Yeah. You guys have a good day.
Don't die. Have
Boy.
a good time.
Bye.
Watch The Matrix.